Good day, everyone. Welcome back to V-Class TV. This is Teacher Jackie. Join me as I discuss on using structural analysis this week. Following are the learning competencies and objectives that we are going to cover. Welcome to day 1. Starting today, we are going to be word detectives. Let's begin with a review. Here are some science terms that you must have gone through when you were in grade 3. We have laboratory, investigation, diagram. Are these words familiar to you? Let's begin with laboratory. Laboratory is from the Latin root laboratorium, which means a place for labor or work. What is the meaning of the word laboratory? Can you guess? Yes, laboratory is a special room or building where you do experiments. Then let's proceed to the word investigation. Investigation is from Latin root vestigium, which means footprint or track. So what is the meaning of the word investigation? Yes, investigation means to study or examine closely. Let's proceed to the word diagram. Diagram is from Greek root diagraphein, which means mark out by lines. When we say diagram, what does it mean? Yes, diagram is a drawing that shows how parts fit together or how something works. Let's continue with 2 more words. We have microscope, astronomy. Now, microscope is from Greek roots microskopion, which means small to look at. What is the meaning of the word microscope? Microscope is a tool that makes tiny things look bigger. Let's proceed to the word astronomy. Astronomy is from Greek root astron, which means star. The meaning? Learning about things that are not on the planet Earth. Now, where can you get the meaning of these science terms? Have you ever searched online to find the meaning of an unfamiliar word? If you have a phone or computer at home and you are connected to the internet, try going to Google search bar, type science and press enter or click the search icon. Here's a screenshot of a search result when one does an online search of a word definition. Using the dictionary is another option. To improve vocabulary, learn new words every day. Use your phone to find the meaning of a difficult word, how this word is used in the sentence, and where this word is coming from. Soon, you will have a good stock of words in your vocabulary bank. Understanding both literary and informational texts would not be a problem anymore. There are some reliable dictionary apps and websites that you can use. Examples are Webster's, Cambridge, and Oxford dictionaries. Now, here are some words that we are going to use for this week's lesson. Let's read. Root, affix, prefix, suffix. Now, root is the most basic part of the word which holds the core of the word's meaning. Affix is an additional element placed at the beginning or end of a word to change its meaning. Prefix is the affix that appear in front of a root word, while suffix is the affix that appear at the end of a word. Let me give you examples. Let's have the first word, unhappy. Here you have the prefix un and the root word happy. Happily. Still, we are using the root word happy, but we have a suffix ly. For words like this, we change y for happy to I, and then we add suffix. Unhappiness. This word is still from the root word happy, but we are using affixes. The prefix is un and the suffix is ness. Identify the parts of the following words by putting a check on the appropriate box. Number 1, presentable. So you have here present, and able. Now you are going to identify, is present root, prefix, or suffix? How about able? Is it root, prefix, or suffix? You're going to put a check. So for present, I am going to check root because present is the root word. And able, since it comes at the end of the root word, it must be a suffix. That is how you are going to answer this short activity. Now, I want you to do number 2, 3, and 4. Welcome to day 2. Today we will focus on affixes. Let's start with this activity. Which of these words can be combined with less and full? List the words that can be derived. For example, number 1, use. You can have useless and useful. Number 2 is harm, 3, care, 4, thought, 5, pain, 6, hope. Always remember that suffix less is used to form adjectives that indicates a lack or absence of something. When added to a word, less means without or free from. Suffix full is used to form adjectives that indicates a fullness or abundance of something. When added to a word, full means full of or having a lot of. Now, it's your time to list the words that can be derived by adding less or full to the words. So let us check what we have here. For harm, we can have harmless and harmful. For care, careless and careful. Thought, thoughtless and thoughtful. Pain, painless and painful. Hope, hopeless and hopeful. Remember that adding suffixes like less and full can change the meaning of words. This is important on analyzing the parts of a word to infer its meaning. Therefore, if you are going to say useless, it means without use, while when you say useful, it means that it is having a lot of uses. Let's go on by analyzing word parts. We are focusing on the root word use, which means take something for a purpose to get a result. With suffix full, it would mean able to be used for a purpose. With suffix less, it means not able to achieve intended purpose. Misuse, that is adding the prefix mis, means use something in a wrong way. And if you have re as the prefix added to the word use, which becomes reuse, it means you are going to use again. Now, let's read the words again. We have use, useful, useless, misuse, and reuse. Either way, if you add prefix or suffix, the meaning of the word use will be changed. Now, here are some common Latin and Greek roots with their meanings and word samples. You may pause for a while to take note. Let's proceed to this activity. Following our common prefixes along with our meanings, infer the meaning of the words and write in the last column. Say for example, you have here prefix im, which means not, and a sample word impossible. So what is the meaning of the word impossible? It means not possible. Now you are going to do the rest of the words, starting from invisible, illegal, irregular, misspell, misfortune, disagree, and dislike. Let's try this one too. Following our common suffixes along with our meanings, infer the meaning of the words and write in the last column, just like what you did with prefixes. Now we have here, for example, the suffix able, which means is or can be. Example, affordable. So what is the meaning of the word affordable? So I have here can be afforded. It's time for you to do it with the words accessible, helpful, spoonful, endless, and bottomless. At this time, I want to give you an assignment. Please bring the following materials for the activity tomorrow. Dictionary, and if you have a smartphone, please install the Webster Dictionary app ahead. So it's okay if you have the dictionary book or the dictionary that you installed in your phone. Next, you have cartolina or manila paper, marker, crayons, ruler, pencil. Since this is for a group activity, you may agree on who will bring this and that. Establish your group first, just like how I instructed you before. Welcome to day 3. Remember that you were given an assignment to use for today's activity. I hope that you are ready. Now, sit with your group and put out your materials. Here's what you are going to do. Select 3 words from the reading texts in lessons 1 and 2 and complete the following word card. Before you complete the word cards, be sure to cooperate with your group and assign roles. You may assign 2 of your members for 1 word card. Later, you will be asked to display your word cards for a gallery walk. If you are not so sure of how it should be done, let me give you an example of how you can do it. So remember you had the words in your notes from the lessons that we have for structural analysis. So let's say, for example, you're going to choose the word microphone. So you're going to write microphone on the word, and then you use your dictionary or your phone to get the meaning. So for example, you have here, microphone is an instrument whereby sound waves are caused to generate or modulate an electric current, usually for the purpose of transmitting or recording sound, such as speech or music. This is actually the denotative meaning of the word microphone. So what is the Filipino or mother tongue translation? You can again search the translation microphone in Filipino in Google search bar, and you can find this one appearing, mikropono. So it means that the Filipino term for the word microphone is mikropono. Now you are going to dissect the structure of the word microphone. Microphone is of prefix micro and the root word phone. There is no suffix there, so just leave it blank. Sometimes the word that you will choose will have no prefix but will have a suffix. Sometimes you can also have a word that could have both prefix and suffix. So it depends on what you choose to be part of your word card. Now let's proceed to the example sentence. It means that I am going to use microphone in a sentence. So I will say, the singer holds the microphone farther as she belts the high notes. And then I am going to illustrate it with somebody who is using a microphone singing and is actually holding the microphone farther. So that's it. It's time for you to do it with your group. Now, if you still have time, your teacher will ask you to display your work so you can hop on from one group to another and see how others are doing. Let us now have another assignment. Please bring the following materials for the activity tomorrow. Again, you need a dictionary. And if you have a smartphone, that's okay. This time you will need 1/4 illustration board, marker, crayons, ruler, pen, and pencil. Again, this is a group activity. You may agree on who will bring this and that. Agree with your group first. Welcome to day 4. Today we are going to work on a project and I hope you prepared the materials assigned to you. Let's talk about what you've learned first. Now complete the sentences that I have here. Learning about the word parts is helpful in blank. I will study more words so I can blank. And of course, as a reflection on learning, what is one idea that you understand 100% from this week's lesson? And what could you have done today to help yourself learn better? Now, sit with your group and get ready with the materials assigned to you. What we are going to do is word wall project. On a 1/4 illustration board, make a word wall with your group. Each group will be assigned the set of letters in the alphabet for you to do. Use words with affixes in your word wall. A sample word wall project is given to you. For each group, Group 1, you will have letters A, B, C, D, E, F. Group 2, G, H, I, J, K, L. Group 3, M, N, O, P, Q. Group 4, R, S, T, U, V. And Group 5, W, X, Y, Z. You will focus on those letters as the beginning of the words that you are going to put in your word wall. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed all the activities we did together. If you are interested with the presentations that I am using, join our growing channel now. I give access to my exclusive files and let you enjoy the perks if you click the join button and become a member today. Once again, this has been Teacher Jackie saying, discover, learn, have fun only at V-Class TV. Goodbye!